I'm Randy Rivers. I am the superintendent of schools at Leon Bluestem, a small school district in south central Kansas. We spent a lot of money on transportation, so that was what kind of initially, led us that direction. We thought we might be able to save some money on transportation, but additionally, we are able to save money by cutting back on the amount of time that a lot of our aid workers, custodians, secretaries, those types of personnel in our school district spend by going to a 4-day school week. In the state of Kansas, public schools are required to have 1,116 hours of instructional time for students per school year. In order to do that, we have to add a little bit of time to every school day. Our intention is to add about 40 minutes to the school day, which will give the kids about 7.5 hours of instructional time every day. Good question. We believe we'll stay with the 7 periods for the most part, but we're going to add kind of what we call a seminar period at the end of the day for the high school and junior high. We're going to coordinate our junior high and high school schedules so that they're the same. And this extra time at the end of the day will be used to help kids that need some extra help. Maybe kids that didn't do their homework will have to stay. Maybe a little bit of a reward for kids who do get their work done. They may get to leave early or go to their extracurricular activity practices a little bit earlier. But we think overall, our use of time is going to improve the way the classroom works. One interesting note is that when you take a look at the educational research says that the single most important variable for student learning is the quality of the teacher in the classroom. And what we believe is that we are going to see some improvements in the quality of our teachers in the classroom. It's not the amount of time students sit in a seat that makes the biggest difference, it's the quality of those teachers. We think with a shorter school week, our recruiting efforts, our ability to bring great teachers into our school system will improve. I believe that's an advantage that we will have over some local school districts. We believe we also may pull some students from other local school districts. We're close to a couple of suburban type school systems, and we believe we might actually pull some students from those school districts to help with our declining enrollment due to the 4-day school week and the different way that we're going to try to approach teaching and learning. In our studies, we found that the school districts around the nation that have gone to a 4-day school week have not experienced a decline in student performance on the state and national testing that has been taking place. We also believe that there are some things that we will do differently in a 4-day school week that may actually even improve our student performance in areas maybe outside of the specific testing areas, those areas that deal with what we call 21st century skills. In our school district, we have an annual budget of about $6 million per year, the operating fund. And of that $6 million, we believe we'll see about a 1.5% savings overall. That breaks down to about $100,000 in a school year. Doesn't sound like a lot of money in that big a budget, but what it does do is by making this change, we made a value judgment and decided that we want to save some programs rather than lose staff and maintain a 5-day school week. So we're going to save a vocational career and technical education program and some elementary aids and keep our class sizes down at the elementary by doing this. So of that $100,000 in savings, we anticipate about $20,000 of that will come from transportation. One day less a week of transporting kids to and from school. The rest of the savings come from reducing the number of hours our custodians will work. They will go from a 5-day work week to a 4-day work week, down to about 36 hours from 40. Secretaries and classroom teachers' aides will also be reduced in the number of hours they work. With the large proportion of school budgets being personnel salaries, salaries really seem to be the way to save money in a school district, so that's where we're going to go.